all day, every day on your favorite streaming platform. The clean, fresh sound. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, folks, it is Friday. Today came very quickly. I'll be extremely honest. This week flew by very, very, very quickly. I've probably been saying this for a lot for the past couple of weeks, but this week was more so one of those weeks that flew by very quickly. So good morning to everybody out there hearing the sound of our voice. For those persons who are on the live, special good morning to you. Trust that everybody is doing a-okay. It's still kind of month end, so some money should still be in your pockets. Don't know what it is people have planned to do for the weekend. We know that Miss SVG is taking place tomorrow. So, whoever out and about, we're hoping that everybody is going to have a good weekend. I hope that you also had a good week, right? For those of you who may be at a point where you're just tired, I don't know. There's something about a Friday, and why I tell people don't invite me anywhere on a Friday afternoon or Friday evening or Friday night, because I feel like the whole weight of the week comes down on me on a Friday, and by the time I get home, all I want to do is eat, shower, sleep. Don't look for me. Right? If you send me a message, chances are I'm going to respond the next day. Many occasions I respond the next day. I don't know why, but I just be so tired. The entire way to the week comes down on me on a Friday. So yeah, that is generally my time take that as being my time. Yeah, all right, my time. Dianna, how are you this morning?
I'm feeling a bit tired, but I gotta get my energy for my people on here. But I'm feeling a bit tired. I think I need like a week of sleep.
A week of sleep? What's the funny thing? When I was teaching, I realized that I had to find something to do. I could only rest for, let's say, like the July, August vacation was always interesting, because the first 2 weeks I'd be okay, as in I don't mind the rest. I don't mind not having to get up and going somewhere. But by the third week, I needed to find something to do. I found like I used to go mad. So I used to have to try to find things to do. So when I hear, people are different. And yes, it's understandable that, for teachers in particular, that having, close to those 2 months of just an entire break, some of them enjoy it fully, right? But for me, I used to find that I was bored. And that is why I realized that I don't need like a long period of time to recharge. I could probably just take a day or two, just do absolutely nothing. But then afterwards, I have to get up and find something to do. So yeah, so it was always interesting for me. So yeah, teaching for me wasn't for me for a couple of reasons. Primarily, number one, because I was very young at the time, right? So all right. So good morning to
if you're young, but they say if you're younger, it's better. You have more energy to deal with the kids. The children.
It wasn't so much.
The children.
It wasn't so much about the energy, because I taught the upper forms. I taught forms 3 to 5, and I enjoyed teaching them because I could deal with them on a particular level. Right? I remember like 1 year I wanted to change things up, because I was teaching English language, and I have to sit down and read all the time was a bit much. So I asked to do needlework with the form ones, right? But then when I started teaching them, you're teaching and you're hearing, Miss, this one, take this from me, and Miss. But in Form 1, so they just transferred from out of primary school, and then when I'm there, like, but you know what? I can't deal with this. Give me back my Form 3 to 5 students. Right? I was like, no, because this whole nagging thing and having to pull up, I was like, give me my biggest students. So me and them could relate on a particular level, but
imagine primary school, eh?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I can't. I mean, I love literature, right? I could probably teach kindergarten.
Oh no!
But
you see
no.
them complaints that you couldn't have. It's worse. Roleza, there's a complaint every second.
Yeah.
And they complain for Miss. Look, Sammy watching me. They would complain for things like that. Miss, you know, Roleza back Dianna. Listen, every little
thing that
thing.
you can saw them too. Yeah, I couldn't. But I think the thing for me when I say it because I was young was, so again, I was teaching the older students, and what it is that I found was that like there are certain places I want to be because I am young. I was like 18. I started teaching at 18.
Wow.
So I came straight out of college and started teaching. So it's like I go into an event, I go into a fete, I go into a session day. And I'm there like, I while it is that, and I was one of those persons who put teachers on a pedestal, right? So I don't want for my students to see me some way, and and me and them in the same fete and that kind of thing. And yeah, I was just too young at the time. Older me now could have probably dealt with it, but younger me was like, you know what? No, right? But I mean, I don't think I was a terrible teacher, but I was just too young when I started. So confessions on WEFM Airways. All right.
Confession is good for the soul to say.
Well, I think, but I know that I've told this to several persons before. And I mean, I think this is also one of the things when, especially as a teacher, because I never shortchanged my students, right? It was not a case where I didn't want to be teaching and I didn't put in the work with them. I put in the work with them because it would have been an unfair advantage to them if I just went into the classroom just to collect a salary. I wasn't about that. Even at that age, I wasn't about that. But the thing of it is that to myself, I knew that this wasn't what I wanted to do. So I got out early enough. Okay. So I think that, so yeah. Anyway, that was a lot this morning.
it's all good. We do all of that here. All of that we do here.
All right, folks. So wherever you are this morning, I'm hoping that you are A-okay. Of course, for those of you who are on our roadways, drivers, you first and foremost, please take very special care of the treasured cargo that you are carrying this morning, right? Your passengers, whether the passengers be your family, your friends, or, persons who are paying to use your services, take special care. And pedestrians, be mindful on the roads, all right? Look up, look down, which really means look left and look right. And, just exercise some caution as you go about your daily affairs today. Okay. Yes. All right. So we are going to jump into our topic this morning. One of our topics. Now, yes, I know that social media was hot and heavy yesterday. Yesterday was like one of those days when I was like, you see me on social media, let me just take a break. Right. Because I found it was just one thing after the other. But this morning, we're trying to start off on a bit more of a positive note because I believe that many of you who are on social media would be aware of several things that were reported yesterday. So we would talk a little bit more of some of those things in a sort of way in the next segment from 8 to 5. But let's start off with a little bit more positivity this morning. It's saying, yes, like you really need the break too.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, a little cleansing of the spirit this morning before we go back to those things.
All right, so we're reading a story here from St. Vincent Times, and it says that Peace Memorial Hall presents first Grand Market in celebration of cultural heritage. All right, so the Peace Memorial Hall is thrilled to announce its inaugural Grand Market set to take place from Monday, the 21st of October to Friday, the 26th of October. This landmark event is designed to foster community among local creatives in the craft, fashion, and culinary industries, aligning with the nation's 45th anniversary of independence. All right, so again, the events, the dates are from the 21st of October to the 25th. It is from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and location is at Peacemo. Visitors and locals alike are invited to explore a diverse array of handmade crafts, fashionable attire, delectable culinary delights. This event serves as a celebration of our rich cultural heritage and provides a unique platform for local artisans to showcase their talents. All right. For persons, registration is going to be open from the 7th, which I believe is Monday. And for those persons who wish to gain more information, you can contact Jacinta Edwards at Peacemo at 451-12110, or you can email memorialhallsvg@gmail.com. All right. So they also plan to, due to its anticipated interest and success, Peace Memorial Hall intends to host another installment of this grand market during the Christmas season, offering even more opportunities for community engagement and celebration. So they are inviting persons to register for the Independence event, or the Independence, or the week leading up to the Independence celebration. But if you cannot make it, you can also prepare in time for the Christmas event. All right. So this is something that I am happy to see. It's an inaugural event. It's indoors. Right. And I am happy to see that something like this is happening, where during the span of a week and during the course of a day, that persons can go to Peacemo to patronize and to view different crafts, different exhibits, different things that are going to be on display from authentically Vinci, right? Whether it made here in SVG, prepared here in SVG, to have that full array of different things on display here at Peacemo.
Yeah, I share the same sentiments as you, and I really do hope that persons would go out and show their support, and also to be a part. There's this platform for you to showcase your work. I hope that persons will take advantage, and then we also have Invest SVG having that. So there's a lot. There's quite a bit of things for entrepreneurs to showcase their things, so you can get out there, have persons see your business. These showcases sometimes are the only times persons get to see certain businesses, and you go there and you're like, well, I never know they're doing this here.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're listening and you have that business according to the release there, what they're looking for, go ahead and sign up, get your stuff organized early, and encourage your villagers, your friends, your neighbors, your family, everybody to come out to support you and the others that will be there as well. And it's Vinci Monday.
Well, this is how I forget you wake up, boy. Wow. You find your energy fast, though. Very good.
Man, I just had to pull it up.
All right. And Dianna does make a good point, because one of the things that we recognize is many small businesses don't have a physical storefront, right? Because it costs money to have a physical store, right? So many times certain businesses fly under the radar for many of us because of the fact that maybe it's only certain customers for them who would know, or certain friends and family who patronize the businesses would know. So this is indeed, along with the Invest SVG Expo as well, this is indeed one of those great avenues for persons to be able to showcase, for small businesses to come out, have your items, your products and your services on display, so that persons can be aware of what your business is, and, you could be able to scale and grow from there. All right. There's something that I wanted to bring out, maybe just as a one sentence, as we have to jump out shortly. I was reading the article on, I'm not even sure where it was. I think it may have been St. Vincent Times, of the commemoration of Indian Arrival Day. I think that's on Monday. And what came to me, you know what this is? I would love to have a food fest.
Me too, and I was hoping that's what you're going to say. I want to have that too. I've thought about it for a long time.
I would love for us to be able to have a food fest. And the reason why I brought it up, so yes, we know of our local Creole foods, right? There are times when we can get some Indian foods here, which many times is more like the rotis, the bus of shot. I don't even know if we could get any other.
They're pulori.
Well, you just get, there's a place that sells pulori and fruit, right? But like the aloo pies and other Indian dishes, we don't have them here locally, right? When I also thought about it, I thought about the Syrian and the Lebanese community.
Yeah.
I remember when I was going to primary school, so I went to school with Syrians and Lebanese, right? And I always remember there was a friend of mine, Rania Sassin, morning to you, Rania. She married on, I can't remember the surname, but Rania Sassin. And I used to get so excited when, I'm not even sure if it's she who used to go back to, I think she's from Lebanon, or her family's from Lebanon. When they used to go back, I don't know if it's she used to go back or her family used to go back, but they used to bring back these snacks. And I used to be so happy to get these snacks. Right in primary school, I used to be so happy because, you know, it was me being exposed to something different, tasting something that was different, you know. So I would really like for the different cultures, the different ethnicities who reside here in SVG, for us to have a food fest, you know, so that we can have that exposure.
We tried to do that. Well, we kind of did that at Clare Valley last year, I think, when we had World Food Day.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I had a
we tried to do that.
really lovely oil dog. Man, that oil dog. Oh gosh, whoever made that oil dog.
Make up yourself.
I had a lovely oil dog. Yeah, but on a grander scale, I would really love for us to be, because, you know, the thing of it is that we have these different ethnicities, these different cultures living among us. They are Vincentians, the Africans as well, you know, and I would just love to be able to have food to last me for like a good 3 days. You know, because I will be buying so much food, right? So, but we have to take a break at this time as we are quickly approaching 7:35, and we are going to jump right into today's traffic talk at this time.
WE